to have all of you. I know a lot of you in the audience are members of different EMCs across the state, and certainly we owe to you a great debt of gratitude for your service to Georgia 4-H, for so many things that you have done. And as I visited in the back, I got to talk with Miss Sarah Vernon, who told me that she is the great niece of Mr. G.C. Adams. And for those of you that don't know who G.C. Adams is, he is responsible for starting the 4-H program in this state of Georgia, and we certainly are glad to have you with us, Ms. Vernon, and celebrate the work of Mr. Adams that has gone on now for almost 110 years. You know, Georgia EMC does so many things for Georgia 4-H. You know, when Bill Sutton dreamed of building this facility many years ago, he went and found the support of the Georgia Electric Membership Corporations. And cabin 28, right behind you there, has for many years been the cabin that was that honored the Georgia Electric Membership Corporations. When Tom Rogers was trying to renovate all the buildings and cabins here at Rock Eagle, he went back to Georgia EMC, and they fulfilled the promise of sustaining that facility and allowing us to renovate that cabin. The Georgia EMCs have provided electrical power at Wauseega and Amicalola EMC since the 1930s, here at Rock Eagle through the Tri-County EMC since the 1950s. Just a few years ago, at Fortson 4-H Center over in Hampton, Georgia, the Central Georgia EMC provides power and service and so many other elements of commitment to our 4-H centers. The EMCs have provided support to 4-H for the communities that they serve for many, many years. The Operation Roundup foundations that so many of the EMCs across our state have are vital parts of support of local communities, and that local support is felt by 4-H also. A decade ago, we gathered down by the lake on a cold evening just like this with bonfires, actually it was so cold, to have a groundbreaking, Paul, for a future building that the EMCs had committed to build. 6 years ago tonight, we came back and we dedicated that building on another cold evening, much colder than it is this evening. And that building, as I have often said, was kind of the missing piece at Rock Eagle, and we're certainly appreciative of the Georgia EMCs for their support in making that facility happen. And later tonight, Paul and Alice will gather back down there, and these young people will have a great evening of socialization and dancing and a lot of fun. And this evening we gather here to dedicate this cabin, which is only a small part of what Georgia EMC has meant to Georgia 4-H. Because you see, when we gather in July in Atlanta at State 4-H Congress to celebrate the success of this 4-H program and all our state winners, it's Georgia's EMC that picks up the tab. They also help us honor the state's best 4-H agents through the Bill Booth Award. And they also pick up the tab and serve as sponsor to the Georgia 4-H Green Jacket Award, which is given to a public servant who has the ability to continue to support 4-H and sustain what we try to do to help young people. Georgia 4-H and the Georgia EMCs are partners in youth development. We do business together, and we're a family. Thanks to all of you for your support. And this cabin is an important part of Rock Eagle's future, the continued effort to sustain the nation's best youth development program, and it is only a very small part of what the Georgia Electric Membership Corporations across this state mean to Georgia 4-H. And I'm proud to be able to call Paul Wood my friend, despite the fact that he has on that yellow tie and vest tonight. But Paul will forgive you for that. But we do appreciate the tremendous support that we have received from the Georgia EMCs and from not only at the state level, but at the local level, where it is so important to youth development in this state. Thank you for all you do. Miss Mary Ann Parsons is not with us this evening, and I'm going to at this time call up Paul, if you would, to come to the podium and give a few remarks. And Paul, we have just a very small replica, small token appreciation for you to take back to your office. And it is very small, but we know that the gift is great. And this is a symbol that is being placed in all the buildings here at Rock Eagle through their renovations and all the new construction that's going on. So we appreciate the support that you give.
We'll hang this very proudly in our headquarters office in Tucker, as we have many of the other 4-H awards that we've received through the years. I could almost say, just take Archie's speech in reverse, and that's what the EMCs think about 4-H. Our members, the people that pay electric bills to electric cooperatives are 4-H. They grew up in 4-H, their children are 4-H, and it's just a natural fit for EMCs to be involved in 4-H. We have never taken a project to our board that involved 4-H and asked our directors to support it, that it wasn't overwhelmingly approved by the board of directors, and they all are very proud of the involvement that the EMCs have with 4-H. I'm privileged that Ms. Mallory, my board chairman, will be here tonight to help cut the ribbon, and Don Copeland, who was board chairman when we cut the ribbon at the pavilion, is here tonight also. So it's a pleasure for us to be here, Artie. It's a pleasure to support 4-H and just what you all do with young people in this state. And we're next to providing electric service, then we're about trying to make Georgia grow. And I can't think of anything that you can do to make this great state grow than to develop young people to step up and take leadership roles and start businesses and continue to make Georgia the great state it is. It's a pleasure for us to be here.
Wow, I'm so excited that we'll be able to enjoy these incredible facilities. We know they will continue to be valuable and important to our center. To close our program, Northeast District State 4-H Representative Tess Hammock will lead the 4-H pledge. Following, we will have our ribbon cutting.
We're honored to be members of an organization that supports and contributes to positive youth development. If you would please stand as we recite the 4-H pledge. I pledge my country to clear thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living, for my club, my community, my country, and my world.
Okay.
Okay, well, Alice and Paul, let me also thank you for all of your support for the youth of Georgia. Georgia 4-H is the leading 4-H program in the country and one of the leading youth development programs anywhere. And it's because of the support of two of you, your board, and others throughout the state that have made it to be such a great organization that it is. So we want to thank you for that. While I got the chance, I want to also thank you for being such great supporters of agriculture and the environment, the college and the university. Georgia EMCs do so much for so many of us. There's just no way we could thank you for everything that you have done. So what we're going to do right now is to go ahead. Alice is going to cut the ribbon, and that will, when she does that, that will open it. So, Alice, 1, 2, 3, go.
And it's just like, it moves us all.